Hello, people. Right, so we have Alexander ZVEREV, the number 3 seed, versus John MILLMAN, and it's going to be a very interesting match, to say the least. Obviously, Zverev is one of the favourites for the Australian Open. I would say probably in the bracket of Medvedev as favourite, or maybe just below, but definitely, one of the top 2 favourites, I would say. And then we also have others, of course, such as Nadal and Tsitsipas below that. But I would say, Zverev and Medvedev are the 2 favourites before this tournament started, and that's still the same. He had an interesting match against Altmaier, which I did watch. Didn't do a watch along for, but did watch, and he looked okay. Like, he looked pretty good, I thought, in the first set, and then he had to recover from a breakdown the second set, and he got it done in straights. And I think it was just one of those matches where he was a little bit frustrated with how he was playing. He said after, not much went to plan, but, I won. So hopefully it's the start of a very long tournament, which is a good, obviously, it's a very, very good attitude to have. He clearly wants to go deep. He wants to win this tournament. He comes up against someone who could be inspired in John MILLMAN, who's beaten Roger Federer in the past at the US Open. I think he lost in a super tiebreak I think it was last year on the Australian Open to Federer as well. So, he's got some scalps under his name, and he's a talented player. He's someone who's going to give 100%. He's not going to make it easy for Zverev, you would imagine. The question will be, can Zverev come out on top against Millman in the fashion that those types of players like a Nadal, Djokovic, or Federer would do in straight sets, and really make a statement and get through these early rounds with as little fuss as possible? Or will he struggle and then potentially take a little bit out of himself for the later rounds, which is not ideal? But obviously, first and foremost, needs to win it. I think he knows that. But the way that he wins will also have an effect potentially on him in the second week if he does make it that far, which you would imagine he will. A lot of people pipping himself and Medvedev, obviously, as I said, to win this tournament. I think they are definitely the favourites, and they've proven that in the back end of last year with Medvedev winning the US Open and Zverev winning the ATP finals as well for the second time, beating Medvedev in that final as well. But that's best of 3, this is best of 5. The consistency is needed, and we should be getting underway hopefully in about 5 minutes. So looking forward to seeing what both players bring to the table. And let's see how it all pans out, because I think the crowd will be on Millman's side, you would imagine. So if that's the case, how does Zverev, how does he react to that? I don't think he will be too worried about it, but he does like the crowd being on his side. We've seen it previously, so let's see how he goes. But yeah, very, very interesting for sure. I'm very much looking forward to this, to be honest with you, because I think it's going to be great. It's going to be a really good matchup, and that's what we want to see. We want to see good matchups. Right, okay, so Zverev, here we go, John MILLMAN. So Zverev leads a Series 2 love, last meeting in 2020 in Cologne, which Zverev took. I think if Zverev is playing the way that we think he will play, it should be a relatively easy one. So it says the link to your Discord is invalid. Okay, let me change that. It's not good, is it? It's probably because it's timed out. Let me put the correct link in there. In fact, I'll put it on here. Why not? I'll put it in here so you guys can access it. Let's have a looky. Phenomena. Right, invite. So, no limit, create link. Right, so okay, it says Djokovic got to the court before Zverev. Yeah, well, he does it on purpose, I think, doesn't he? Apparently, they're saying that he's just late. I think he's just he's late in general, to be honest with you, to everything people are saying. So, yeah, which is quite funny. But yeah, I put the link to our Discord in the chat. feel free to get involved on there as well. We've only started it recently, so we're looking to get as many people to join as possible so that we can start getting discussions and debates going on there, because that's what it's all about. Obviously, we have a whole section for the tennis and then other sports as well that we cover on the channel, but they're separate Discord chats. So yeah, do get involved if you're interested. Right. Zverev predictions. I think Zverev should win in straight sets. That's my prediction. I think he will play well enough. He's got those really colorful shorts on in I think it's like blue and red, I want to say, or blue and pink. John Millman is a very, very good competitor. The issue is going to be, is there a potential gap in quality, which you would imagine there is, and from what we've seen in the past as well. But that's not to say that Millman doesn't have a chance. He definitely has a chance. Everyone always has a chance. Right, here we go. We're about to get underway here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we want. Right. Okay, so I'm waiting for Monfils. Yeah, Monfils coming up against Bublik as well. That's a really good matchup, to be fair. Very much. I was thinking about covering that as well, to be fair, but I just thought Zverev's so big, and against Millman, who's the home favorite, you've got to do this one. But to be honest, if this wasn't on, I would have done Monfils Bublik, because I think that's going to be quite a tough one. I'm hoping Monfils gets through it, but Bublik is a potential banana skin for Monfils, so he'll need to be on top of his game. But if he's played how he has in the past, he should be okay. Right, we're getting underway here. It will be John Millman to start us off here in this first set. There we go. I like his serve. Good serve to the forehand of Zverev. Zverev clips the top of the net cord. Millman gets there, just pulls it over, and then it's a lob from Zverev that clips the baseline. So lob 15 gives a sorry, but he won't be too sorry, I don't think. I don't think he'll feel too sorry about that, to be fair. He definitely won't. Right, here we go. Millman goes, tries to go down the tee to the forehand. It's interesting. Seems to be targeting the Zverev forehand. I think on return, that's probably not a bad option. Goes to the backhand on the second serve, and Zverev goes into the net with a return. So 15 all. And Millman I like the serve. I like the carry, how I don't know, it's very almost, it's kind of like Roddick, but it's not. Just the way that he cradles the racket almost beforehand. Kyrgios has something similar, to be fair. So I wonder whether it's just a couple of coaches have done a similar thing with him. It's just keeping very loose, which is good. Good forehand to forehand exchange here. Zverev, good depth. Millman, though, finding a nice angle there. Zverev, not as much, but good depth. Just switches it up the line. Good forehand from Zverev. Then goes backhand up the line. Millman sticking in the rally, but shorter forehand. Zverev then goes up the line with the forehand again, changing direction nicely. Then a slice, but it's short down the middle. Millman tries to capitalize with the forehand up the line. Forehand to forehand exchange here. I think we're going to see a lot of forehand to forehand exchanges. Zverev going up the line with the forehand, though, changes it up again. Backhand cross court. Millman makes the mistake. So Zverev's managed to outmaneuver Millman there. Last rally, 28 shots. Quite tentative, it has to be said, from both players. Yeah. Very, very tentative from both players, I would say. But early doors here, 15-30. Zverev looking to open up a couple of break points here early on. Millman goes to the backhand of Zverev. Good return. Very good depth on the backhand return from Zverev into out forehand. Millman goes backhand cross court. Zverev goes up the line with the backhand. Then forehand down the line back. Oh, that is too good from Zverev. Really good. Steps in on the forehand side, going up the line. And Millman nowhere near that. It's 15-40 and two early breakpoint opportunities here for Zverev. The perfect start for the German. Can he ensure it's the perfect start by getting the early break? Goes into the forehand of Zverev. Zverev goes down the middle with the forehand return, then backhand cross court. Millman goes backhand as well, as does Zverev. Goes up the line with the backhand, clips the top of the net court again with the forehand, then goes up the line with the forehand. Millman sticking in the rally here. Zverev goes up the line with the backhand to backhand, then forehand to forehand exchange now. Zverev going cross court with the backhand. Millman again. And good depth from Zverev, clipping the baseline with that good angle found from Millman. Though fantastic backhand up the line from Alexander Zverev. He gets the early break here. 1-love. And the last rally was 22 shots. A couple of monster rallies in this match already. And that was very, very interesting to say the least. Zverev definitely looks like he's up for the challenge of going into these longer rallies. And I don't blame him, to be honest with you, because it's definitely interesting to see, for sure. Right, so Zverev with the early break here. Can Millman respond, or will Zverev run away with his first set? Because that's a good start, a very good start for Alexander Zverev. He'll be looking to cash in now, right? Consolidate that break with a good, clean service game here. Good serve down the tee to the backhand of John Millman. Good return, though. Very good return from Millman. Good depth on the backhand. Really good. Love 15. Pre-match, 86% is the prediction for Zverev. 14% for John Millman. Zverev goes down the tee. Millman flicks that into the tram lines. So 15 all here. Here we go. Zverev 15 all. Tries to go down the tee, but clips the top of the net cord. So that will be a second serve now for Millman to have a look at. Yeah, second serve goes into the backhand of Millman. Good return, though. Good depth again. Zverev goes long with the forehand. This is good returning from Millman. Good depth. He's asking questions of Zverev here. He's not just letting him have the service game and saying, okay, yeah, your serve's too good. He's making sure he's stepping in when he can and making good proactive returns here, which is what you want to see, especially as he's just been broken as well. 15-30. Good serve into the forehand. Millman, short return from Millman, and Zverev then crunches a backhand cross court at the approach. Millman cannot get enough on that to get it over the net, so 30 all here. Really good stuff from Zverev here. Just good composure there at the net as well. 30 all. Zverev into the forehand of Millman. Oh, but nets the backhand. So it's 30-40 here and a breakpoint opportunity early doors here. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, immediate opportunity here for John Millman to break back straight away. Oh, just missed that serve out wide. Zverev, the serve on the ad side. So second serve here. Here we go. Zverev trying to save a break point here. Second serve into the backhand of Millman. Good backhand cross court. Zverev goes up the line. That's gone long. That's gone long. So Millman gets the break back straight away. It's 1-1 here. Alexander Zverev is, well, it's been a very interesting start to say the least. Very interesting. Stepped in, was proactive on the returns, and it very much had a positive effect. Very impressive stuff from Alexander Zverev. Right, so now John Millman will be hoping to. Yeah, there we go. Really proactive again from John Millman into out forehand, and Zverev slices into the net. 15 love, and he'll be taking a little bit of confidence from that. I think the momentum is actually with Millman now after taking that break. You could say it's even as of they've just broken each other, but I would say it's probably not the case. Millman goes to forehand as Zverev. Good depth on the forehand return from Zverev. Good backhand cross court as well. Into out. And Millman then goes cross court with a backhand, finds the baseline. Zverev does well to recover though. Good depth down the middle with the backhand, and Millman makes a mistake going into out with the forehand. Very interesting. All good. Yep. Cross court to cross court here on the forehand side. Zverev doing well. All crunches the forehand down the line, comes forward, slices down the line. Really good. Fantastic volley. Does Millman get there? No, he can't. Really impressive. Really, really impressive stuff from Alexander Zverev. Fantastic volley in the net. And he's asking the questions here of Millman on his service game now. Really, really impressive. Well, there we go. Goes down the tee, does Millman. Then into out of the forehand, cross court, backhand, backhand to backhand exchange. Yeah, Zverev. I'm not sure whether Millman's going to have that much success on the backhand to backhand exchange. Clips the top of the net cord, clips the baseline. Zverev, very awkward forehand, but then goes cross court with a backhand. And that backhand from Millman has gone long. So 15-40 and two breakpoint opportunities here for Alexander Zverev. Really good from both players here early doors. Very, very good. All good. Yep. Goes down the line, does Millman, then goes cross court, as does Zverev. All good from Zverev, but Millman stepping in with the in forehand. Zverev misses that forehand deep, then goes down the line with the backhand. Millman goes cross court. Zverev, oh, this is a ridiculous rally. He says drop shot. Is it? No, it's not. It's a backhand slice to the forehand of Millman. Forehand to forehand here. Zverev goes up the line with the forehand, gets across with the backhand, clips top of the net cord. Millman comes forward. Oh, and he nets the backhand. It's a short ball and he nets the backhand. He will be really, really disappointed with that. That's so unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. It really is for John Millman. Really impressive stuff from Alexander Zverev, though. Gets it done in good fashion. And yeah, gets the break here. So not a single holder serve yet. Very crazy stuff here. Really impressive though from both players. Yeah, extreme. Yeah, three successive breaks of serve. Exactly. Very interesting to say the least. Right. So Hachinov came through against Bonzi of France in straight sets 6-4, 6-love, 7-5, which is a good sign. He's obviously a good hardcourt player, won the silver medal at the Olympics. It'll be very interesting to see how far he can go here. He's definitely not in the group of favorites, but would he enter the second week? You wouldn't be surprised if he does make the second week, of course. Right. So Zverev 2-1 up here, but he needs to consolidate the break. He didn't manage to do it the first time and got broken back. Can he do it here? Is the big question. Let's see, eh? Let's see. This is good, though. This is good stuff from Alexander Zverev early doors here. Really impressive stuff as well. He's just, yeah, plugging away, which is what you want to see. Yeah, good start from Zverev on returnable serve, 15 love. Exactly the type of thing that you want to see from him. All good. Yeah, Zverev goes cross court with a backhand. Beautiful backhand into the open court. Really impressive. Alex says, I'm surprised Millman's not ranked in the top 50. Yeah, it's true. He looks a very good player, doesn't he, to be fair? I mean, he looks extremely solid. Zverev drags that backhand wide. I think it's probably to do with consistency as well. Like people they've got good. Yeah, he's planted his feet too early there. Zverev. It's good return from Millman. I think he's got some stuff about him, Millman, but it's just about being consistent. I don't know whether he quite has been, especially in the slight so-called smaller tournaments. Well, they are the small tournaments, the ATP 250s, 500s, etc. How has he been doing in those? Has he been losing to people that he shouldn't be losing to, etc. But I agreed. I think he's definitely a top 50 player if he puts his mind to it, for sure. 30-15 here. Zverev looking to consolidate the break. Second serve into out from Millman. Oh, really good forehand return from the Australian. Zverev not even able to get much of anything on that backhand and just p-rolls into the net. Really impressive stuff. Really impressive. Here we go, 30 all. Big serve, very big serve from Zverev. Finds the big serve out wide on the juice side. And that was 187 kilometers. So it was a kick, well, it was a slice serve even, but an ace, 40-30, and very clever from Zverev. Someone in the crowd, stop talking, stop moving. 40-30 here. There we go. Zverev with a big serve down the tee, really big serve. And the forehand from Millman goes into the net. So he does consolidate the break. It's 3-1 here to Alexander Zverev. John Millman. He'll now have to come from behind 3-1, but definitely not making it easy for Zverev. There's been some grueling rallies he does. The issue with Zverev, though, sometimes is that he will oblige to those rallies rather than being as proactive as he could be. I think sometimes he's happy just to like rally from the back and okay, yeah, fine, I'll hit at 60%, rather than actually being proactive and going at that 75-80%, which he should be doing, especially if the ball's up there to be hit and struck. Especially change of angles as well. But he's getting better at it. Cross court from Zverev, then up the line, which is better. There we go. Then goes cross court with the forehand. Goes up the line. That's a beautiful backhand from Zverev. Then goes up the line with the forehand. Really good from Alexander Zverev here. Then goes with the approach. Volley. Just drifts wide. You know what? That's the right play, though, from Zverev. It was the right play. Just the approach wasn't quite struck clean enough to make it really hard for Millman. And then actually the volley, you'd expect him normally to make that volley. Just drifted wide. But it's definitely the right tactic from Zverev. Just needed to execute it better. 15 love here to John Millman on the Australian. Yeah, big serve out wide to the backhand of Zverev, then backhand to backhand exchange. Shorter from Zverev, then into wing goes Millman. Forehand cross court from Zverev. Forehand to forehand here. Then Millman changes and goes up the line. Zverev goes into out with the forehand. That's a huge forehand. That's what you want to see more of. When the ball sat up there and he's got a lot of time, take the ball early, and that's exactly what he's done there. It's a beautiful forehand from Alexander Zverev. 15 all. Much better from Zverev. really full flow of the racket there, not getting cramped on that side. It's a really good forehand from Alexander Zverev. 15 all. Oh, good serve. But Zverev doesn't need to play it because it's gone long. So second serve here. Forehand to forehand. Or Zverev goes very deep in the court with that forehand. Backhand up the line. Away we go. Forehand to forehand exchange. Then up the line goes Zverev. Oh, it's big from Zverev, but too big as it crashes into the net. So that's a big shame for Alexander Zverev. 30-15. Millman doing well to make it difficult for him. Not giving him anything easy, and as he shouldn't. Well, Rafa's got a very hard opponent in the next round. He's got Khachanov. Not an easy opponent whatsoever. That'd be a very tough match for Rafa. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Zverev then goes, yeah, good from Zverev, just crunching that backhand, as is Millman. Oh, Millman makes the mistake, goes into the net, 30 all. So, yeah, so Rafa's got Khachanov, which is a really tough third round match. I mean, it's not really ideal, is it, by any stretch of the imagination, but it is what it is, I guess. Nothing really you can do about it. But yeah, not great at all. All good, yeah. Goes into out, does. Oh, does Millman. Zverev makes the mistake on the backhand. Very surprising mistake as well, to be honest with you. Very surprising. Right, so we're thinking in terms of how Zverev's going to go in this. Good serve. Oh, backhand up the line. Zverev goes up the line on the backhand. Then goes forehand as well. Backhand, cross court, in from Millman. Really good. Oh, Zverev's completely missed that forehand, but then goes cross court with the backhand. What's he doing? His forehand, Zverev, he's so cramped on the forehand sometimes. It's just bizarre. Like he's like it's a bad habit he's clearly got into where he's just so cramped sometimes. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it just looks so horrific. Like he's so cramped on his forehand, he's hitting like this. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like there was a forehand he hit earlier in the game, which was so good. Like he is full flow out here, gave himself room, and then he goes and does that. Good hold though from very good hold from Millman. Sakaya says, could Rafa be the first to 21? Sorry. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm a big. You guys know I'm a big Rafa fan. I'm a tennis fan first, obviously, but yeah, I'm a big Rafa fan, and I think it's going to be very, very difficult. I think with Medvedev and also with, I think with Medvedev and the fact that it's also going to be, I don't know, like with Medvedev and with Zverev, I think they're both the favourites against him. Honestly, I think it'll be extremely hard for those guys to. It'll be extremely hard for Nadal to beat either of those guys. Honestly, I would like it to be the case, but I think it's unlikely. Because okay, I expect Rafa to get through there, but yes, it gets a bit tougher round three onwards. It gets a lot tougher round three onwards because he's got Khachanov, and then he's probably got Karatsev or her catch. Like, and then after that, he's got Shapovalov or Zverev in the quarterfinals. Good luck, Rafa. Oh man, if he wins this, genuinely, if he wins this, I think if he wins this tournament, it will be, despite Djokovic not being in the draw, it will be a fantastic win, just given what his path most likely will look like. But I would be, again, I don't think. Skate says her catch is out. Oh, is he? Is he? have a look. Oh, yeah, Manarino. That's probably helped then. That's probably helped. That's actually helped quite a bit. So Manarino and Karatsev probably in the next round. Whoever wins that will play Rafa or Khachanov. Good serve from Zverev though, 15 love. Then goes up the line or down the tee, sorry, even on the ad side. And the forehand return from Millman goes long. So 30 love to Alexander Zverev. $30 for Zverev. Good serve down the tee from Zverev again. Backhand to backhand here now. Yep, Zverev. Oh, what a backhand from Millman up the line. Oh, he missed it. Oh, I thought he made that. They say he's missed it though. So 40 love. Oh. Right, 40 love. Oh, Zverev goes into the net with the first serve. So second serve here now. Oh, good second. Millman gets something on it. And then on the stretch after a fantastic Zverev cross-court forehand, but he misses the easy backhand into in. That was a surprise miss from Zverev, but still 40-15 here, so not too bad whatsoever. Oh, good. Yeah, goes down the middle. Oh. Yeah, 4-2. Zverev in front, still a breakup. So very, very comfortable so far for Alexander Zverev. Looking good. Looking very good. Here we go. Millman at 4-2 down. Goes into the backhand. Down the middle. Goes up the line. And Millman goes wide. XP Jones, I don't understand who in the Australian crowd came up with the idea to do Ronaldo chants that sound like boos. Never had it in previous years. No idea. Yeah. I have absolutely no idea. It's a really weird one, wasn't it? I mean, it's quite funny, but yeah, it does sound like boos at times, even though it's not. All right, we go. Love 15. Millman goes cross court with the backhand, as does Zverev. Into win from Millman. Zverev with a good cross court forehand, then goes up the line just inside the baseline. Good depth here from both players. Clipping the baseline does Millman. Zverev going down the line with the forehand better. There we go. Just opens up the forehand a lot nicer there. Hitting it and striking a lot sweeter, but then just misses the backhand. Goes cross court, drags it too wide. Very, very interesting. %78% of serves is a lot. It's really impressive from John Millman. All good forehand cross court from Zverev. Right, here we go. Millman goes out wide to the backhand. All good second serve. Zverev goes cross court with the backhand to backhand exchange. Here we go. Up the line. goes Zverev. Zverev comes forward. Good forehand cross court. Good from Millman cross court, and then forehand to forehand. Oh, Zverev crunches the forehand down the line. Good slice, defensive slice from Millman, but he can't do anything about that. Second forehand from Zverev. Hits it on the rise, takes it early, crunches the forehand into the open space for a winner. 9 winners for Zverev so far, 0 for Millman. So, okay, says personally, I feel Raducanu is better than Coco Gauff. To be fair, I don't think there's any point in comparing them. To be fair, I think they're playing at the moment, but I think obviously she's won a Grand Slam, so that's a big plus. But Coco Gauff has been on tour. She's also younger, you have to remember, than Emma Raducanu by a couple of years, I think. So it's probably a bit unfair on her to compare to Raducanu because she'll be on the tour longer, but she's still younger. I think by 2 years. But she will be a multi-Grand Slam champion, I reckon. Fantastic from Zverev up the line with the forehand. Then, just opened up the backhand. He's making a lot of chances for himself on Millman's serve. He's just not quite executing as well as he should be. Went with the in-to-out backhand, actually, into the open space and just nets it. So 40-30 here for John Millman. Opportunity to hold serve, which will be a relief. Alex, are you working at the moment? I'm supposed to be, but I don't really have much on. So yeah, all good. Forehand cross court and another forehand cross court. Zverev goes again. I won't be working from tomorrow though for a couple of weeks. I've got a couple of weeks off, so I will be doing a lot of streaming most likely. Zverev goes cross court with a forehand, as does Millman. Then again, beautiful forehand from Zverev. Forehand to forehand. This is beautiful. Oh my God, crunching the forehands, both players. Zverev, though, absolutely creams a forehand. That was really good to see. It's one of those drills that you see, people practicing when they go forehand to forehand in the cross court. That's exactly what they were doing. And Zverev's cross court forehand is pretty damn good. And he showed it just there. So back to juice, or to juice even. Millman not going to have it easy here. Zverev's not going to let him have it, to be fair, which is understandable. Right, let first serve. All good. Here we go. Good depth from Zverev. Then goes up the line with the backhand. Good forehand down the line from Millman. Backhand to backhand here now again. Millman changes it up and goes up the line with the backhand. And forehand to forehand. Good up the line from Zverev on the forehand side. Both these guys really good depth. Clipping the baseline a couple of times. And I think Millman might have. He has a beautiful forehand. Cross court. It's clipped the line. Really impressive from John Millman. He's sticking in there, and that's what you like to see. Really impressive stuff. Why are they doing the Nadal thing? Even the commentators and the players are saying they don't like it. And they're like, we have a noise again. Lol. Rivera's like, are you okay to play? I'm okay to play. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Hmm. Well, here we go. Backhand to backhand here. Zverev looking for it. Goes into out with the forehand. Then crunches it. Oh, tries to go up the line with the backhand, but goes into the net. So it's 4-3 to Alexander Zverev. He's still a break up, but John Millman's staying within touching distance here. Very interesting. going on? Zverev's giving him one of the balls. Is he allowed to do that though? Is it even in his power to do that? Zverev's just giving it to him. It's quite funny. The guy's like, yeah, great. And he's like, stop cheering. Or cheering in a weird way. Right, 4-3. Alexander ZVEREV break up. Good catch, very good catch, to be fair. Right, 4-3, here we go. Yeah, they were doing the C thing again. And like people were just like the players don't like it because it's just really disruptive. They think he's booing anyway. Right, cross court, forehand, and oh, that's a good defensive lob. Smash opportunity for Zverev. Oh, Millman read it as well, you know, but the smash was just way too powerful from Zverev. Isn't able to control the forehand. Good play from Zverev. Serve and then approach, and then smash. Simples. So 4-3 and 15 love here. Alexander ZVEREV goes wide to the backhand, then goes down the middle with the forehand. Oh, crunches the forehand into the net. So 15 all. Needs to just shore up that forehand side Zverev and the backhand to be fair at times. He's been a little bit loose so far in this match on those wings. Especially with the shorter balls. Doesn't really like bending low, which I can understand he is like 6'6". Oh, good serve out wide. Good return there from Millman to even get anything back on that. Zverev then puts away the shorter ball going down the line with the backhand. So 30-15. First serve percentage from Zverev has been very good, 80%. Millman 71%. So both of these guys playing at a pretty high level here so far. Here we go. Oh, hello. Huge serve from Zverev out wide on the ad side, 40-15. Serve speed 216 kilometers per hour is huge. Here we go. Oh, that was big. That was over 220 kilometers per hour, but he's just missed that. So, second serve here. Oh, dear. Oh, it's a double fault. Right. Is this the start of a little double fault issue that we obviously had in the past? Alex says Aussie public are probably looking to replace the Aussie Aussie Oi Oi chant. They've missed the mark with this new one though. Yeah. Why have they tried to replace it? Why don't they just do the same thing? Why have they not kept that chant? I don't understand. Something wrong with that chant? Oh, misses the first serve. Right, here we go. This is where you see how much he's evolved. Does he hit another double fault, or does he just brush it off and say, "Oh, I'll hit double fault, but it's fine." No, he's fine. It's a good second serve. There's quite a bit on it as well. Pulls the forehand though into the backhand side of Millman. Pretty tight point here from Zverev. Good from Millman down the middle, but not good enough as Zverev opens up the forehand with a beautiful forehand into out for a winner. 5-3, and well, he looks like he's just business, all business, Alexander Zverev, to be fair. And why wouldn't you be? I think he's just better when he's just, just looking more solid, solid through. Just yeah, much better. So stay in the first set, John Millman here. Tries to go down the tee to the backhand of Zverev, actually, so a change up there. This time goes into the forehand of Zverev on the second serve. Return from Zverev cross court. Millman goes cross court as well, but goes long with that one. So yeah, just gone long there. Just not quite rotated enough through that shot. Goes out wide, does Millman, then goes down the line with the backhand. Zverev crunches the forehand cross court, then goes up the line, well, goes deep, sorry, with the forehand. Slice, tips the baseline from Zverev, then goes cross court, does Zverev. All very good from Zverev up the line with the forehand. Millman sticking in here, though, backhand to backhand exchange, then cross court, good angle found from Millman as well, good depth, and yep, really impressive as Zverev goes into the net with that forehand, trying to mix up down the line, but it was a risky shot, low percentage shot to try and hit after Millman had really crunched that forehand, dragging Zverev wide. 15 all here, and he'll be fighting like heck, you would imagine, to try and stay in this set. Good serve out wide. Zverev goes down the middle. Oh, beautiful backhand into in from Millman. Beautiful stuff from John Millman. 30-15. Taking the ball early there, which is what you want to see. And that's exactly what he's done there. He's trying to give Zverev as little time as possible. Let's have a look at that again. Yeah, stepped in. Really good backhand. First serve's gone long, so second serve here for Zverev to have a look at. Goes to the backhand, and Zverev backhand to backhand, then goes into out. And he's gone into the net, so 40-15 here. And Millman is serving to stay in this set, and it looks like he will survive for this game by the looks of it at 45 or 40-15. Zverev 5-3 up here, though. If he does concede this return game, he'll serve for the set. Yeah, let first serve, Millman. Sponsored by Lotto. It's an interesting shirt as well. Like the front is white with a yellow pattern, and on the back half of the shirt, top part of the shirt is black, and the bottom half is white. Good serve though from Millman. Fantastic into out backhand from Zverev. Good into out forehand as well. Oh wow! But Millman's made that. Zverev came to the net, and Millman somehow managed to curve that backhand round Zverev, clip the line. Really inspired point from John Millman there defensively. 5-4 to Zverev though, and he'll serve for this first set. But John Millman is definitely there. He's not going anywhere. He's not falling away whatsoever. He's still keeping up a high level of tennis here. Very high level. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's stretched. He's poured it back. Let's have a look. Yeah, right in the corner of the court. Wow. Yeah, very strong legs and maneuvers that backhand round. Really impressive. As soon as he hit it, I was like, "Oh, that's gone wide," and just managed to cut it round Zverev. Impressive stuff from the Australian. Time. Sakari 6-1 up and 5-3 up in the second set, so she will be through to the next round, you'd imagine. Karatsev is serving for the match. He has just won, actually, yeah. So he's won in 4 sets against McDonald, dropped the first set there. So he will be through and facing Manarino in the next round, who beat her catch in a bit of an upset. Right, Zverev serving for the set here at 5-4. Oh, big serve from Zverev. Good return, though, from Millman to get that back. Here we go. Backhand on the line from Zverev. Down the middle goes Millman, as does Zverev. All good from Zverev crunching the forehand cross court. Really good from Zverev. Really good. Backhand down the middle, though, then slice to the backhand of Millman. Millman goes up the line with the backhand. He's just drifted that backhand long. Okay, so Sakari needs to hurry up. I want to see Monfils ASAP. I think she's about to be done, to be fair. I think she's 5-3 up in the second set. So yeah, Monfils will probably be on in the next 10 minutes, I would imagine. Here you go, 5-4 and 15 love here. All big serve from Zverev, comes forward, crunches the forehand into the open court, into win. Really impressive stuff from Alexander Zverev, 30 love. 2 points away from this first set. It'll be interesting to see if Millman can keep up this type of level for the second and third sets. And whether Zverev as well steps it up. Does he stick to this level? Does he drop? It's always interesting to see. Big serve from Zverev into the backhand on Millman. Millman not able to get enough on it and just nets that backhand. So 5-4 and 40 love. 3 set points here for the German. It's not been a very easy ride, but he's got through it here and a chance here to seal the first set. Second serve here for Zverev. 40 love, do you go for a bit more on the second serve? I would. Medvedev definitely does. I mean, he just normally hits this first serve then, to be fair. There you go, second serve. Crunches the forehand down the line. Zverev goes down the line with the backhand as well. Forehand was really lazy from Zverev. That was bizarre. It's almost like he didn't expect it to come back. Then, yeah, Millman coming forward to the net here. This is good play, and Zverev goes long with the forehand. There's a couple of shots there from Zverev where he just took his eye off the ball. It's really, really bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Sometimes it's almost like he just doesn't move. He just kind of just says, "Oh, just swipe." I'm just like, what? It's so casual almost at times. So I think that's just in this really rare moments when he oh, fantastic. Really impressive. Really impressive serve. Right, so 6-4 there. We'll go through the first set stats, but let's go through these comments first. Alex, the husband and wife duo doing well at the moment. Yeah, Svitolina or Monfils, Alina Monfils, and well, Gail Monfils. He forgot his first name. Doing really well. And Svitolina is interesting because it's funny. Monfils' form or rise to form in the back end of last year coincided with her form dropping, which is a bit weird, but it just happened to be the case. So yes, Sakari's a breakdown. Sakari doesn't want me to watch Monfils. Oh, I really like Sakari. I need to do some watch-alongs for her as well. What time actually is Kyrgios Medvedev? I mean, I've got to do that match. Come on, like, let's see. What time is it? What time is it? Let's be quick because I want to go through the stats as well. So, fantastic. It's at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I will be doing that. Kyrgios Medvedev. We will be covering that match. Andy Murray on as well. Might have to do both of those, you know. I might try and do both. It's a bit crazy, but I might try and do both. If I get some good early sleep today, do both. Here we go. Right. So, yeah, Karatsev took it. Right. Anyway, let's go through the stats. 4 aces for Zverev, 0 for Millman. First serve percentage, 75%, really impressive. 69% is not bad as well for Millman, but look at the first serve points won. The difference there, 81% the effectiveness of the serve, a lot more for Zverev than for Millman. Although he's done well on the second serve, to be fair, but let's see. When is it on four serves? 15-15, 3-7. Obviously, doesn't always tell the whole story, but gives you a slight indication of where the match has been. Alex says, what's the last you heard on Del Potro and Wawrinka? Wawrinka is still injured. He's nursing an injury, I think, still. He's kind of on the way back. Same with Del Potro, to be honest with you. Kyrgios Medvedev is your ultimate popcorn match. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I mean, look, as soon as I saw that was potentially going to happen, I was like, that's the best second round match of all of the ties. Think about everything else. So we'll be doing that tomorrow, and we'll hopefully be doing Murray versus Daniel as well. I'll have a look. I'll put it on the community tab, our schedule for tomorrow. Cross court from Millman, backhand to backhand exchange here now. Zverev quite far back actually in the court here. Crunches that forehand cross court. Millman doing well to keep Zverev back, and Zverev goes wild with the forehand there. Just, yeah, like slices across that forehand. 15-love. Millman breaking down the Zverev forehand there. This is definitely a test of a little bit of Zverev's shot tolerance, but also his technical aspect of his forehand, and especially his backhand. We know he's really super solid for the most part. That forehand at times, he just doesn't quite get in the right position technically, and it's a bit weird because he's really close to being in that elite bracket. I mean, he's in the world-class bracket. He is, a top 5 player, but it's just weird to say that at times his forehand gets, again, there you go. Look, another mistake on the forehand. He's cramped. He's looking at the floor. It's nothing to do with the floor, mate. The first forehand was great, in to out, hit it really cleanly. The second one, he just moved his body into the ball. He's just cramped. It's like such a basic thing. I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe it works for him, but he's such a tall guy. You would imagine his arms are really long as well. He's making it really hard for himself to try and manufacture these shots, but I don't know. What do I know? 30-love, and John Millman in a good position here early doors in this set on his serve. Second serve into Zverev. Good return from Zverev into him. Then goes cross court with the backhand. Wouldn't normally miss that, but crunches that backhand into the net, cross court. This is a bit of a difficult period now for Zverev, so he's going to have to weather it, especially because he'll be serving next. And, well, we'll see where he's at mentally, because if he starts serving loads of double faults, we know he's in trouble. But 40-love here, Millman. It looks like it's going to be a love service game. First serve, though, doesn't go in, so second serve here for Millman to have a look at. Zverev goes cross court on the backhand side, then goes, oh, wow, Zverev goes long. So, 1-love. Sakay says, do you still plan on getting press passes for tennis events? I'd like to, yes. You have to apply for them, though, so I will be. I'm going to try and get press passes for tennis and cricket events. Boxing events, probably not. I might try as well, though. But, yeah, tennis events is kind of my priority. Wimbledon is quite hard to get press passes for, but I'll try and get one, for example, for Queen's Club, Eastbourne, Nottingham. I don't see why not. They're in the summer. The only issue is obviously all the other tennis events are not in the UK. In terms of travel, accommodation, etc., it's difficult. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, it'll be cool, wouldn't it, if I did get the press pass? It'd be really cool. That's the plan. Good serve from Zverev down the middle. Oh, really good. And Millman goes along with the return. I thought he'd actually clip the baseline, but he hasn't. Alex says, Kyrgios' mum should tell the media that Nick has no chance against Medvedev. That might fire Kyrgios up. Yeah, maybe. I think Kyrgios believes he can win anyway. I think it'll be a good match. I think the only issue that he has is that Medvedev returns so well. And the biggest weapon, I think, personally, is when Kyrgios is on form, is his serve. The rest of his game is fantastic as well, to be fair, when he's on form. But it's just that serve is elite. But Medvedev's returning is elite as well. That's the issue. So he could get frustrated with that. There we go. Good serve from Zverev out wide. We also might see a lot of underarm serves because Kyrgios, right? Medvedev stands so far back, and Medvedev likes the underarm serve, but Kyrgios, to be fair, steps quite far up, and the court tries to step in. So I don't think we'll see Medvedev do one, but Kyrgios, I wouldn't be surprised. 40-love here, though, for Zverev. He's brushed off that bad return game and professionally getting through his service game here at 40-love. Big serve out wide. Millman really far inside the court on that second serve, but good. It's not a bad idea if you can take it early like that and you're comfortable doing it. Good forehand, though, cross court from Zverev. He's starting to strike it a bit better. And Millman goes long with his own forehand. So 1-1 here and on serve. Yeah, Alex, let me know as well. What's wrong with the oi 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 chant? I'm very interested to know. Oh, they're doing it. They're doing the Aussie oi oi now. Aussie, 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 oi oi oi. There we go. 1-0. Millman goes out wide to the forehand of Zverev. Here we go. Cross court to cross court. This is, by the way, Kyrgios's first serve percentage was crazy in round one, something like 78% first serves in. Yeah, it was against Liam Brody. It was really impressive, to be fair. To be fair, the first serve percentage in is a good stat, but the best stat is the percentage of points won on your first serve. Now, for him, it'll be good anyway, but because his serve's good, he'll hit a lot of aces, etc. But the reason why I say that is because a lot of people, they don't serve that effectively on the first serve. They make a lot of first serves, and they end up losing those points. So they might serve 78%, for example, in, but then they've only won 50% of those points. All good, really good here. Millman just, oh man, maneuvering Zverev around the court. Beautiful stuff. Comes to the net. Beautiful drop volley from Millman. Really impressive point from the Australian. But yeah, with Kyrgios, he doesn't have that issue because his 1+ shot's normally very good. But yeah, it was a really good approach down the line on the backhand side, and then a beautiful drop volley as well from Millman. Good touch. He's not a bad player, is he, John Millman? Scares his Sakari finally won. Good to hear. I wanted to do well. She's a good player. She was my dark horse, I think, actually. So yeah, I think who did I predict to win? I think I actually said Sabalenka, but that's not looking great after her first round. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think Osaka and Barty are good shouts, obviously. Muguruza as well is a good shout. She looked good first round. Yeah, all big serve from Millman, but just drifted long. So second serve here now. And goes into the backhand on Zverev. Here you go. Zverev going in to win with the forehand, then crunching that forehand down the line again. Sorry, even. Yep. And that backhand from Millman has gone long. Alex is pretty sure Kyrgios was winning over 90% of points on the first serve. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It doesn't apply to him. I was just saying in general that stat can be misleading. But with Kyrgios, it's not because he's a big server, right? So chances are he's, as you said, winning as much of those points as a lot of those points. To be fair, here you go. Cross court from Zverev, forehand to forehand. Zverev goes up the line with a forehand shorter though. Millman's got good depth on his ground strokes. Zverev needs to adopt that more as well. Just a bit short sometimes on some of them. Here we go. Oh, that's a beautiful, wow, what a fantastic drop half volley from Zverev. That is absolutely sublime from the German. Let's have a look. This is ridiculous. Oh my God. Unbelievable. So it says, when can one apply for Wimbledon tickets? It's quite early. It might even already have happened. You know that. Let's have a look. La 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 la. It starts the day before my. There will not be a Wimbledon. Oh, this is interesting. So, following the unusual ticketing provisions from 2021, we are pleased to confirm a return to the more. There will not be a Wimbledon public ballot in 2022. Guests who were successful in 2020 Wimbledon public ballot and took up their ticket offer will be offered the same day in court for 2022. Oh, good backhand down the line. Really impressive from Zverev. Gets the break. Really impressive. If I'll put it in the chat so you guys can have a look at it. There you go. Yeah, Monfils on next, which obviously Sake is happy about, which is good to see. So, la la la. Alex B. Joining Australia Open, you just rock up and get a ground pass at the gates, just $30 this year. That's really good. So this is Federer practically retired. Alex says Fed X is not retired, just recovering. He's kind of, he may as well be retired. I think we'll see him back on court, but he's not going to be able to win a Grand Slam. I'll be very, very surprised. He's too old now as well. Like, he's old and he's got two bad knees. Like, he's just, you look, who knows? Maybe he can do it. Maybe he can do it, but I'll be very surprised. If anyone can do it, it will be him, but I'd be surprised. 15 love here and 2-1 up and a break. Obviously, Zverev in the second set and a break up, so he's looking pretty good. This is looking like a potentially clinical performance, which is what he needs. That backhand return from Millman just gone long after a serve out wide from Zverev on the ad side. So 30 love and 2-1. If I'm Zverev, I'm just thinking, yeah, let's just get this done ASAP. ASAP, without any worry, please. I don't want anything worrying me whatsoever. Just get on with it. Professional. Right, here we go. Zverev goes down the tee to the backhand side. And Millman goes long. So 40 love. He's just struggling a little bit, Millman, to make a lot of returns in this second set. In the first set, he was doing really well, to be fair. The second set, he struggled. Zverev's been quite economical behind the first serve and second serve so far. Yeah, good again. That's a short return from Millman. He's on the back foot. Has he made that? Oh, he has. What a good backhand down the line from Millman. Wow. Great pass. Scare says rank the Grand Slams. It's hard, you know. Do you mean rank the Grand Slams in terms of the events I like the most, or the ones that I think are the most competitive? Is the question. Like, for example, this year, which ones do you think are going to be the most exciting, or which Grand Slams in general I like just historically? Okay, let me know and then I'll answer. Good serve from Zverev out wide to forehand, although I think it's a let. Yep. Alex says in 2015, everyone wrote Federer off. He came back and had arguably his best season in 2017. Yes, you're right, but that was 5 years ago. He's 5 years older, Alex. That's the problem. And he's had another surgery. That's what you're forgetting. It's not the same thing. It's not the same. Another double fault. Two in a set and a half. It's not horrendous. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna let's be realistic with it, because honestly, he could do it, but it'll be really difficult. Also, all the rest of the guys like Zverev, Medvedev, all these guys, Tsitsipas, they're all now at a level where you would expect them to beat Federer when he comes back. That's just the reality of it. I mean, I expect them to beat Nadal on the hard courts, to be honest with you, Zverev and Medvedev. And Nadal hasn't had as many injuries and he's younger as well. Yeah, Millman goes long there, so he does hold 3-1 or 3-1 even. Sorry, so 6-4, 3-1 up here. So I love Federer, but I think honestly it'll be good for him to get back on court. I don't even know if he'll get back on court. I'd imagine he will. In terms of winning a Grand Slam, though, he might win a Masters tournament. He might win a small tournament, but he might even go deep in a Grand Slam to like a quarterfinal or semifinal. I just can't see him winning it. But, we'll see. We'll see. I remember you say about 2017, that's the last time. He hasn't won a Grand Slam for years now. And he just got a lot older. A lot older. You go into win from Millman, then goes up the line with a forehand. Good from Zverev. Fantastic backhand down the line. Good depth. What a forehand as well. Clips the net cord Millman, and I think he's going to get that point. He is very, very fortunate. Clips the top of the net cord and just drops over. Really, really funny. Really impressive. That's so funny. Look at this. So this is best to worst in general. In general, I'm gonna go Wimbledon. Wimbledon number 1. French Open number 2. Australian Open number 3. US Open number 4. Now, caveat that with I love all tournaments, but like that's just my ranking, just in terms of like preference. And the grass is really unique, and I grew up watching Wimbledon, so that's number 1. French Open, I just love the clay. I think is very different. I just think because there's 2 hardcourt tournaments, the 2 hardcourt Grand Slams, that's why they're not in my top 2. And the Australian Open is normally quicker the surface, so I prefer that. And then US Open, like, is good as well. It's just, yeah. The problem with the US Open as well at times, sometimes there's people that are injured, etc. as well, because it's the last tournament. That's the only issue with it, to be fair. The time difference isn't great as well, to be honest. Right, 30 love here to Millman. He's doing pretty well here. He's sticking in there. It's crazy, isn't it? Some streams, like, we'll get 200 people in the chat, and then sometimes we have 5. It's just like, it's hilarious. Anyway, forehand down the middle. Zverev goes cross court with that forehand to forehand. Very good depth from both, actually. Zverev goes up the line with a forehand, misses it, goes long, and Millman 40 love up here. So this is very good. Much better on his service game. He's looking more comfortable. And he's won that forehand to forehand exchange, which will give him some confidence as well. And it'll make Zverev think, that's for sure. There we go, Millman into the Zverev back. Good backhand from Zverev. That's really good from Millman. Really good movement for the in-to-in forehand, and Zverev can only slice into the net. So 3-2. He's a breakup like he was in that first set, Zverev. But again, Millman in touching distance, so he's going to have to he's just going to have to do his business on his serve, right? Be professional. It's a lot easier said than done, but he did it in the first set. You have to do the same here in the second set. Here's Zverev. Guys, well, thank you for tuning. I do appreciate it. Do remember to smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Just showing Monfils warming up on Margaret Court Arena, as Takea probably is getting absolutely ecstatic about the possibility of Monfils progressing through, I would imagine. Bublik's a tough player, though. Let's see. Yeah, Monfils warming up. Alex says, all the servers are getting a little bit sweaty now with Nadal in the last 32. I don't know why. I mean, what do they expect? Do they expect him not to make it to like the fourth round quarterfinals? I mean, he could lose in the next round to Khachanov. I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely wouldn't be. Thing is, Khachanov's got a very good in-twin forehand. So if Nadal obviously is going to whip that cross-court forehand into that backhand area, he needs to nail the Khachanov backhand and trap him on the backhand side rather than letting him open up on that forehand going into in, because if he does, he could have issues in the next round. So we'll see. But Khachanov as well serves quite well. He's just got a solid all-round game, to be fair. Nadal should have too much, but you just never know. Right, here we go. Zverev serving at 3-2. Oh, and our stream, our thing is gone. Great. Right, so whilst I get that back up. Right, so whilst I get the scoreboard back up, 3-2 and 15 love. There we go. Zverev going up the line. Got to pay the monthly fee, love it. No, it's not that. Serves down. Good volley from Millman. Oh, Zverev gets across though. Beautiful point. Really good. Really impressive though from right, whilst we let's share this then while we're waiting. Right, cool. John Millman is 15.30 up here, by the way. Actually, John's forgot to pay a monthly fee. Ale says Sakea, obviously cheering on Mr. Monfils. Okay, it's down apparently. There we go. Was there a 3-2 up here? Gone out wide and just missed that first. So it's a second serve here. Goes, oh, it's double faulted again. Uh-oh. 15.40 and double faulting at 15.30. That's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Zverev needs to step it up on that serve. 3 double faults, I think. But he needs to be careful. He gets broken here, and then it's back on serve, and he has to then fight very hard again for this set. 15.40, good serve. Yep. There we go. 30.40, good serve. And it just... oh... John, can you get up and copy all his Zverev shots so we know what's happening? I really cannot. I don't think so. Thanks, Alex, though. I imagine just imitating his shots. Fantastic serve from Alex down the tee. Really impressive stuff from Zverev on the ad side. Juice. Good serving. I can narrate it to you though, Alex. Here we go. Juice now. Zverev goes down the tee again. That's a beautiful serve for an ace. This time on the juice side. Really impressive from Zverev. Serve speed of 218, and now he's add up after those 2 aces, and that's the difference, right? When you have a monster serve like Zverev, it can get you out of trouble. Again, goes down the tee. Oh my gosh, ridiculous serving down the tee from Zverev. It's another ace. 3 aces in a row. 4-2. Zverev manages to survive those 2 break points. Impressive hold in the end from Zverev. Sakea says, Monfils with an ace. Yeah. Oh my god. Monfils is a joker. Yeah, tennis for me falls down. So, don't know what's going on with it, but fair enough. Whoa. Getting crazy with my mic. We've got actually, but just for you guys, if you're interested as well. So we will be doing a. I'll be releasing some footage of me and Venue playing on indoor hard courts. So like the Australian Open, of course. Yeah, that kind of quality. kind of quality. But yeah, I'll release it probably this week. Actually, why not? Australian Open, so get out of there. Yeah, it'd be quite cool. Right, Zverev goes into him with the backhand, then goes cross court down the middle. Millman crunches a forehand cross court, as does Zverev. Down the line goes Zverev. Millman gets across though, backhand cross court. It's an in-to-win forehand from Zverev, and it's clipped the top of the net cord and drifted long. So 15-love to the Australian. It's funny when they're videoing someone else videoing the match on their phone. You should really get in trouble for live streaming from inside the stadium. Obviously, they're not doing that. 15-love, and Zverev again makes a mistake on the forehand side, just absolutely whips that forehand long. Scare says, do you watch F1? No, not really. Venu loves F1. So if you, because Venu will be doing some streams for Australian Open, most likely. So when he's on Sakea, ask him. He loves F1. I know Verstappen beat Hamilton in the recent season, and it was really tight. Obviously, they're equal on points. There's some controversy, but Venu's the best person to ask about F1. He knows a lot about it and like watches all the races. Right, into out from Millman. Then he goes, steps in, Millman goes down the line with the backhand, really good, clips the baseline. This is good tennis from Millman, really good. Behind his serve, he's been solid for the most part. Obviously got broken early doors, but overall, he's been okay, to be fair. He's been quite good. And managing to win the exchanges as well from the back of the court, at times, which is really good. There we go. 40-love. Oh, Alex says back shortly. No problem. 40-love, though, to Millman here. I'm looking to... Oh, Zverev's gone long with that forehand return on the second serve. We're disappointed not to have made that return and also to concede that return game to Love. But Millman doing his job on his serve, just needs to get that break back if he wants to have a chance in this set. But Zverev at the moment sitting in a pretty comfortable position at 6-4 and a break up at 4-3 in the second set. Needs to obviously consolidate that again, but we shall see how it all pans out. Oh, and we've got here, so Garin managed to beat Martinez in 5 sets. Wow. There's been a lot of 5-setters. Oh, Garin is like going ballistic. So okay, this is break point, Monfils. Nice. Very good. I like it already. He's got a break point, eh? So Garin will play either Monfils or Bublik. I back Monfils against Garin, to be honest with you. So whoever wins that, I think, will beat Garin. I don't know. He's not a bad player, but he's just okay. Skates is mad how they just phased out line judges. Good news for Djokovic. yeah, they have, haven't they? Bye. They've got a couple of people. I don't know what they're for. Actually, they're just wall boys. Sorry, actually, no line judges whatsoever. They don't need them. It's a bit peak, isn't it? Because now line judges only get the gig in non-Grand Slam events. Oh, really good from Millman. Forehand down the lines where it comes to the net. Volleys into the backhand side of Millman, and he passes him on the backhand side. Backhand down the line, really impressive from Millman. Love 15 and a little inroad here on Zverev's serve early doors. Really impressive from Millman. Oh, huge from Zverev out wide. Millman just gets a racket on it, but cannot control that whatsoever. Just ridiculous serve from Zverev. 15-all. Ace number 8 by Zverev, apparently. Yeah, there we go. There's 8. Ace number 8. Okay, so 2 checks for foot faults. I think that's all. I think, again, that's actually the system or like the automated liners. They probably see where foot's landing, I'd imagine. Or it might even be the umpire. Chair umpire can see it from there, to be fair. Good serve down the tee. And Zverev goes cross court with the forehand and then goes up the line. Crunches the backhand down the line. Zverev starting to really crunch that ball with good pace and intent, hitting it nice and cleanly, getting that timing right. So 40-15 here to Alexander Zverev. Or Zverev going down the tee. Second serve. Oh, he's double faulted. Uh-oh. That's the 5th double fault of this match. That's an issue, by the way, now. It's now become a bit of an issue. So this is what a point from one feast. Hot dog, then Bublik misses the shot. Nice. Very good. Here we go. 40-30 to Alexander Zverev. Goes into the net with that first serve. Oh, he's double faulted again. Okay. 6 double faults. That's it. It's now an issue. The thing is, he's not going to win a Grand Slam if he does stuff like this. Like, he just needs to cut it out. Can't afford to do this. Like, it's 40-15 up. And he just served 2 double faults. Yeah, good serve from Zverev. Comes forward, backhand down the line. It's the volley. Millman will get there, though. But Zverev puts it away. Good point. Really good point. Advantage to Zverev. It's another good half volley from Zverev. Really impressive touch. And actually, he's got backspin on it as well. Really impressive. Yeah, Zverev's in a interesting position. Yeah, good first serve. Good backhand down the line as well. Millman, though, sticking in here. Forehand to forehand now. Goes up the line, does Millman. Goes cross court to Zverev, and Millman makes the mistake. He'll be a bit disappointed there because he let him off the hook there. Zverev was struggling with the serve, but he's made this mistake on the backhand side going into the net. 5-3, and Zverev is 1 game away from going 2 sets to love up here. Right, we have got our usual site back up, so we're going to go back to that. Okay. Right, 15 love to John Millman here. Good serve from Millman to win that first point, but needs more of that, please. Second serve here, though, for Zverev to feast on, but good backhand cross court, but same from Millman as well. Millman going backhand to backhand exchange here now. Down the middle goes Millman. Zverev goes cross court with a backhand into in forehand to forehand. Oh, Zverev makes a mistake trying to switch up and go down the line. 30 love to Millman. And to be fair, he's looked after his service game pretty well, apart from that one game that he got broken, which is obviously a massive shame for him, right? Because overall, he's been pretty damn good. So that will be a little bit frustrating for John Millman, honestly, and understandably so. Yeah, good forehand from Zverev. Fantastic forehand cross court. Millman, though, does well enough to get another forehand cross court fired back in the direction of Zverev, and he makes a mistake going long. 40 love here, and this could be a hold to love for John Millman. Yeah, it goes out wide. Good. Oh, he's just Oh my god, that is crazy. It's a good serve. Zverev though with a fantastic return, just dropping inside the baseline, and Millman just manages to dig it out, just shovel it really into the open court for a winner. 5-4. Zverev will serve for this second set. He's 6-4 and 5-4 up here. So a break up in this second set, but he'll have to serve for it as Millman is really looking after his serve in the last few games. A couple of love games as well on the serve. Zverev, I wonder how much those double faults will be in the back of his mind. 3 service games to love the tournament. Yeah, it's 8 aces but 6 doubles. First serve percentage 74%. I mean, yeah, needs to try and avoid hitting any more doubles really for the rest of this match, I would say. Yeah, I mean, he'll want to just bat away any suggestions of double faults. So, yeah, what a way to do it. Fantastic first serve down the tee. An ace. That's ace number 9 for Alexander Zverev. Down the tee on the juice side. Absolute bullet of a serve. So first serve. So let Oh, wow. What a serve out wide to the backhand of Millman, but he gets absolutely nowhere near. It's another aces, back-to-back aces. 10 aces now for Alexander Zverev. He's into double digits on the aces count. That will definitely help his confidence on his serve. A couple of huge serves. Down T and then out wide on the ad side, both to the backhand areas of Millman, and he's got absolutely nowhere near it. This time he does, though. It's a good return, really good return. There's a big serve out wide to the forehand of Millman. It's in his hitting zone, though. Millman gets a good return there. Quick return back at Zverev, and Zverev is not prepared for it and goes into the net with his own forehand. So 30-15 here. I reckon he's going to go down the tee. No, it goes out wide. Oh, such a big serve. Millman managed to get something on it, but doesn't get over the net. So 40-15 and 2 set points here. Two set points at 6-4, 5-4, and 40-15. Yeah, good serve down T from Zverev. Comes forward, puts it away. And he takes the second set 6-4. So 6-4, 6-4. And we'll go into the third set with Zverev. 2 sets to love up there. A couple of jitters on the serve in the penultimate service game from him. But apart from that, he's been okay. Let's look through set 2 and the stats. So 6 aces, but 5 double faults. So that's where the issue arose. A couple of jitters on one of those service games, but first serve percentage was really good, 77%, 41% for Millman, so very low from him. But first serve points won is very, very high, 83%, 78% for Millman. So when he was getting those first serves in, he was looking after it for the most part. Second serve points won, though, for Zverev, not very good at 29%. Obviously, that is probably due to the double faults, so I'd imagine. And second serve points won for Millman at 85%. So that's something that Zverev needs to improve on. You would imagine is his second serve returning. Shouldn't really be letting Millman win 85% of his second serve points. That's pretty impressive from the Australian. In terms of winners, 11-16 for Zverev. So you can see a slight dip there. Unforced errors obviously includes double faults, etc. as well. and winners and unforced errors 5-5 there for Millman. So Zverev, serving his way out of trouble at times, and obviously getting that early break helped a lot. But he'll probably look to be a lot more solid in this next, and hopefully for him, he'll be hoping final set of this match. So looking forward, and also, guys, as well, of course, do remember that we do a daily roundup of the day's play, so we will be doing that after today as well. So get involved in that. Millman going out wide to the forehand of Zverev. Zverev goes up the line with his own forehand, comes forward into out. Then, yeah, really good from Zverev. Millman making a mistake, though, not happy with himself. And I wouldn't be either, to be fair, if I made that mistake. So that's understandable. Skay says, Monfils playing some good stuff, but a fantastic drop shot from Bublik just now. Good to hear. I'm liking that. 15 all here, or 15 love, sorry, even. Here we go. Yep, second serve from Millman. Zverev goes long with the forehand, so 15 all. Millman, he'll be hoping to just carry on kind of where he left off in that second set on his service games anyway, because he was serving pretty damn well, managing to hold as well to love, which is quite impressive. He's had the issue of getting broken early in both sets, so if he can avoid doing that, then he's in a good position. Yeah, cross court from Zverev, as goes Millman as well, but good angle found from Zverev in depth. Good slice as well. Millman trying to go cross court as well after that slice and going wide with it. So 15-30. I reckon Zverev will do this in straight sets. It's my prediction. Maybe something like 6-3, 6-4 as well in this set. Let's see him blowing him away even, sorry. Right, here we go. Zverev going cross court with that forehand. Yep. And then Millman goes into the net with his own forehand. So 15-40 and 2 breakpoint opportunities here. Early doors. That's been the theme of this match so far. Early breaks for Zverev in the set. And another opportunity presents itself here. First serve just drops long. So second serve here. Zverev surely is going to step in. Doesn't really know, stays further back. And I'm not quite sure about that. He's normally quite a good returner, Zverev. Not 100% sure about his tactic to stand so far behind the baseline on the second serve of Millman. It's not a extremely penetrating second serve. One that you would imagine he would get more success standing further in the court or towards the baseline at least. So very interesting. But anyways, got another opportunity for a break point here. First serve does go long. Let's see. Zverev takes a couple of very... Oh no, he's standing back. Backhand cross court. He's staying quite far behind the baseline here. Good into out forehand. And then goes cross court with a backhand. Millman goes down the line. Millman again tries to go deep down the middle, but gets broken early doors here. So 1-love, and there's almost maybe a little bit of a conceding environment here around Millman that, it looks like I'm probably going to lose this match. Right. I'm not 100% sure whether Millman served as well as he could have there. Zverev, they're saying, the commentators, that he stepped up. I'm not quite sure about that. I think Millman made a couple of mistakes and is now paying for them. He's a breakdown early doors here. Love 1 in this third set. Zverev will be looking to get the job done on his serve and reinforce and consolidate that break of serve. First serve just goes wide from Zverev, so second serve here. Down the middle goes Millman, then goes cross court with the backhand. Zverev goes down the middle of the backhand as well. Backhand to backhand here. Zverev really crunching that backhand and slices towards the backhand area, but into out from Millman. Millman then going again cross court, and Zverev with a really wild forehand. He keeps on looking at the surface, but it's got nothing to do with the surface. It's got to do with him. Bizarre. Skitson one feast 5-1 up in the first set. Wow. Really blitzing through Bublik, clearly. He just completely mishit that forehand, Zverev. Yeah, bizarre. But he's love 15 here. Good serve down the tee. Good return from Millman to even get anything on that. But a huge backhand cross court on the rise, driven through that backhand for a winner. 15 all. Really impressive stuff from Zverev. Much better from the German as well after a loose forehand in the previous point. Yeah, he needs to stay professional here. Millman he'll keep on trying. He will not just let this set slide. He will fight till the end. So Zverev is going to have to play some solid tennis here. Here you go, second serve into the middle of the box. Millman goes down the line with the forehand, then goes cross court to the backhand of Zverev. Zverev goes backhand cross court as well. So backhand to backhand exchange here. Really good cross court depth from Zverev. Then comes up the line with the backhand, comes to the net and hits a beautiful volley sliced away from Millman and just absolutely cannons off the court, really. Skips off the surface, and a good tactic from Zverev, very impressive, and good composure at the net. Scary says Monfils wins the first set 6-1. That's my boy. Here we go, 30-15 to Zverev. Zverev going out wide and goes into in with that forehand, 40-15. Scary says it must be the Artengo Rockets. Fair enough. Artengo Rackets, sorry, even. Yeah, maybe. Was he using them at the back end of last year as well? Because if he was, then yeah, maybe it is. Right, 40-15 here. Zverev very much in control of this match and set so far. Forehand down really short. Millman doesn't know whether to come back or forward, and then eventually he goes back. Oh, really good forehand cross court. Oh, and he can seize that game. So 2-love up, Zverev. I think if I was Millman, as soon as that ball was shorter, I would have hit an approach and come forward. He was in two minds, was in no man's land, ended up going backwards. I would have thought, just go forward, take the gamble. If I was him, but I'm not. I'm not. Right, here we go. Oh, good serve to start off. Millman comes up in the court. It's a backhand volley from Millman. Doesn't do enough with it, and it's a lob from Zverev. Millman needs to kill that volley, and maybe that's why he didn't come to the net in that previous point, because he was worried that he was going to do something like that. It was a good approach shot. Came to the net volleyed, but volleyed straight to Zverev, who, read the volley even, and then lobbed Millman. A very simple lob in the end for the Germans. So love 15. And Millman definitely going to have to try and stop the momentum and the train at the moment. That is the tall 6'6" German Alexander ZVEREV. The second serve, backhand return from Zverev cross court. Going cross court again, backhand to backhand here. Then in to win on the forehand side from Zverev. and goes cross court with a forehand. Millman going cross court as well. Really aren't asking questions of Zverev that look long, but it's right on the line. And Millman goes into the net with a forehand. Love 30. Really unfortunate for Millman for sure. Love 13. Zverev definitely looking for part for most of this match anyway. Of course, a couple of jitters on that service game. 6 double faults so far in this match, but if he sticks to 6 double faults for the whole match, that won't be horrific. That's the average of 2 each set, which is not bad. Not great, but not bad. There you go. Good from Millman into out forehand, and Zverev scoops the backhand long. So 15-30. So the Australian, who's 2 sets and a breakdown in this third set. Definitely fought hard though, John Millman. You can't argue against that. He's definitely a competitor for sure. Millman going in to win. Zverev whipping that forehand. Then into in again. Into out, sorry, even from Millman. Zverev crunching the backhand cross court. Going down the middle with that backhand. Good depth though. He's really crunching the backhand. Then goes into in. He's starting to really hit the ball cleanly here. Zverev much better. Into in. 15-40. 30 winners for Zverev. That's what you want to see more of. You can see the intensity in not just his shots, but his movement as well. Much better momentum going forward, not tentative at all in his ground strokes. And that's the type of thing that we saw for the back end of last year. Has fallen away at times in this match, but for the most part, he's tried to do it. And that's what you want to see from Alexander Zverev. That's when he's at his best and most potent. 15-40 and 2 break points here for Zverev to go a double break up into in backhand and then backhand on the line. Millman goes cross court with a forehand. Good cross court from Zverev. Good angle found. Then goes down the middle with a backhand. Good depth. Backhand to backhand here. Zverev even stepping in and crunching that backhand, but then eventually not rotating through that last backhand and going long. So 30-40 there. And Zverev with another breakpoint opportunity. One's been burnt, but he's got another opportunity here to go a double break up in this third set and have one step in that third round. Millman's definitely fought. He's fought his way throughout this whole match, to be fair. And he's sticking in there. Right, 30-40 here. Second serve, though, for Zverev. Good backhand return, cross court, and crunches the backhand with good depth. Millman goes cross court with the backhand as well. Backhand to backhand, good angle from Zverev, and then crunches a ridiculous backhand down the line. Beautiful stuff from Zverev. When that backhand on the line is firing, you know he's in form. It's a great shot to behold. He goes a double break up and 3-love up in this third set. Kunal Patel says, Rafa Nadal, who will he face in the semi-finals, and who will trouble Nadal in the Australian Open? So he's next facing Khachanov in the third round. So we're having the second round matches going on at the moment. Tomorrow will be the third round matches. He has Karen Khachanov, who's the Olympic silver medalist, in the next round. He's also made a couple of Grand Slam quarterfinals as well. And that's a pretty tough match on the hard courts for him. After that, he'll probably face someone like Karatsev, I would imagine. So if he's facing Karatsev, then yeah, again, not an easy one, but he should get through that. The issue will arise that most likely he'll face either Zverev or Shapovalov in the quarterfinals. Now, Zverev is playing really well. I would imagine Zverev will probably beat Shapovalov. So for me, Nadal's going to have a lot of trouble as soon as he hits the quarterfinals onwards. But really, from round 3 onwards, it's not going to be easy for him whatsoever. But yeah, thanks Kunal for tuning in as well. Thank you to everyone who has dropped by. Please remember to smash the like button, please, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And you're all legends for joining, of course, as always. Here he goes, Zverev with a huge serve down the tee. Fantastic stuff from Zverev. 15 love, really big serving from the big German. Zverev going out wide, big serve, really big serve from the German. 30 love, crazy. Canal says, I think Australian Open final will be Nadal versus Medvedev / Dimitrov / Schwartzman. I think I can't see Schwartzman making the final of a hardcore slam. I'd be surprised, but who knows? So even Dimitrov, I think he's not consistent enough across 2 weeks. That's another ace from Zverev out wide. 40 love. He's making it look easy here. But yeah, I mean, Nadal Medvedev is a real possibility, and obviously that would be a replay of the 2019 US Open final. So that could happen. Yeah. The other two are not as confident on happening. I think Dimitrov and Schwartzman not a huge one, but huge serve from Zverev down the tee for love like that. Game duration of just a minute. Crazy. Sakea says Monfils will win the Australian Open in caps. Sakea is very high on Monfils, and Monfils is playing quite well against Bublik right now. Took the first set. I think he's obviously playing quite well in the second set as well. Guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. Really does help us out. Hitting the thumbs up button, the big thumbs up button, and do subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. 4 love. So he's 2 sets up and a double break in this third set, Alexander Zverev. And to be honest with you, he hasn't looked his best, but he's just looked a class above. Forehand, return, going cross court. Forehand to forehand now exchange here. Really good depth found from Zverev. Good angle found then on that forehand just there. Goes up the line with a forehand. Backhand to backhand, but then the backhand breaks down on Zverev, interestingly, which you don't normally expect. 15 love to the Australian. Backhand on force there is interesting. 15 for Zverev, 9 for Millman. I mean, to be fair to Zverev, he would have hit a lot more backhands, I would imagine, and trying to hit a bit more aggressively. Well, there we go. 15 love. Second serve into the Zverev backhand. Good depth from Zverev. Oh, clipped the baseline there, did Zverev. Here we go. Forehand to forehand. Oh, and then slices long does Millman. So very, very impressive stuff from Zverev. Good depth. Kuno says Tsitsipas versus Dimitrov because Dimitrov in the Australian Open is really good. He beat Team and he troubled Nadal in the 2017 in over 5 sets, I think is what he means. Yeah, I mean Dimitrov is definitely a dangerous player on these courts. They're quicker courts as well, so it suits his game. The only issue he's had is consistency over the past few years. I think, as you said, it's in 2017. We're now 2022, right? It's 5 years later. So Tsitsipas, Zverev, and Medvedev viewed back against Dimitrov, but you never know. He could cause an upset. He's very, very talented. Fantastic forehand return from Zverev deep, and Millman goes into the net with that backhand. Alex says Kyrgios was photographed drinking out of some random guy's beer in the crowd after beating Brody. Doesn't surprise me at all, unfortunately. Scale says Monfils breaks Bublik. Wow. Fair enough. You know, says Tsitsipas will not get into the Australian Open final because Dimitrov is the best. Oh, you must be a big Dimitrov fan then, Kunal. Well, you know, who knows? Maybe. He's definitely not. He's not one of the favorites to make even the semi-finals, but he could do it. It's not like he can't do it. He's got enough talent. Well played from Zverev, really targeting the Millman backhand. Two good into out forehands in a row, and then Millman goes long. So this is good stuff from Alexander Zverev. And it's another breakpoint opportunity here at 15:40 to go a triple break up. Millman he's not happy at all. The crowd are just talking, and it's not helping the situation at all, I'd imagine. Millman goes down the tee to the backhand side, then crunches a forehand cross court. Zverev goes cross court as well, then goes again. Millman changes up with a beautiful forehand down the line. What a forehand from the Australian. He saves one break point. It's 30-40 here, though. He'll have to save another one if he wants to not get triple broken here in this this final set and potentially get bageled, which would be embarrassing to say the least, but it might just happen. Right, here we go. 30-40 here. Millman looking to avoid the triple break. Or into in from... Oh, very good. Here we go. Goes down the line. Goes Zverev. Then goes up the line with the backhand. And it's too good. It's too good from Zverev for Millman. He goes 5-love up here in this final set. And it looks like he's going to bagel Millman because he's serving for the set at 5-love. Canal says, if Carlos Alcaraz stuns Berrettini in 5 tough sets, just like 2021, says, I think he means, can Carlos Alcaraz stun Berrettini in 5 tough sets, just like the 2021 US Open versus Tsitsipas, which was in that second round. Yeah, I mean, Carlos, I'm really high on Carlos Alcaraz. I think he's a fantastic player. He's actually my dark horse in the men's side. So I wouldn't be... When I mean dark horse, I don't mean to win the tournament. I mean to go deep and do something. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's Berrettini. He's got a better all-round game than Berrettini. The issue that Alcaraz will have is the serve return dynamic against Berrettini. These courts will definitely suit Berrettini's serve. Can Alcaraz make enough returns? And if he does, then he's in a good position, no doubt. Also needs to then look after his serve well and really be able to nullify that Berrettini forehand. So it's definitely doable. It's just a question of whether Alcaraz competed together, but it would be a very, very good match to watch. Alex says, Dimitrov did beat Karatsev, Medvedev, and Hurkacz in the space of 2 weeks late last year in the best of 3 matches. Yeah, I mean, he did. He did it at Indian Wells, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken. Look, Dimitrov is a really good player. I mean, very talented player. I know Alex is going to be hard on him as well because he's Bulgarian, obviously. I was just thinking, why is he talking about it? Of course, because he's Bulgarian. But look, I mean, it could happen. It's just he's not the favorite to do it. But look, I mean, let's see how it goes, right? I mean, let's see how he's playing. And these courts, as both of you have said, do suit Dimitrov. So it wouldn't be a huge surprise if, say, he made a quarterfinal or semifinal. It would be a surprise to me if he makes a final, that's for sure. But you just never know. Maybe he wins the whole thing. I don't know. Like, do you know what I mean? The thing with Dimitrov is that history just tells you that he probably won't go that as deep as a semi or final. Well, as a final anyway, because obviously he hasn't won a Grand Slam, but you never know. Kuno saying, will Juan Martín del Potro come back at the French Open? Oh, fantastic serve from Zverev out wide, 15-love. I'm not sure if he will, Kunal. I think more likely he might come back from Wimbledon. Let's see. I mean, I hope we see Del Potro back. I mean, he just keeps on having so many injuries. It's really unfortunate. I mean, he would have won multiple Grand Slams by now, no doubt. He's obviously won the US Open, and he has a game that, even on clay, is pretty, is effective enough. Like, yeah, it's a big, big shame, and I hope we do see him back at some point this year and back fit and hopefully getting a string of games together because he's definitely a fantastic addition. Backhand to backhand here. Zverev 5-love up and serving for this match. Crunches a forehand into out. Then slices the drop shot. Oh, drops it straight into the net. So 15 all here. Yeah, Millman is definitely fighting. The commentator saying he is. It's just he's been completely outplayed in this final set. I mean, Zverev has just been too good for him. Zverev has played quite well. And it's funny because this is not as well as I've seen Zverev play, like, no doubt, but you don't want to peak too early in the Grand Slams anyway. But he's done enough. He's done more than enough, right? I mean, he's 2 sets up and 5-love up here and serving to bagel Millman in this final set. So, and I can say final set because I don't think we're going to see any more action after this set. I think Zverev's going to get it done here. It'd be one of the biggest upsets. And someone shouting in the crowd, Zverev just looks pissed to us. He doesn't find it funny at all. Here we go. Zverev goes, crunches into the net with a serve. Oh, he went for the first serve. Interesting. So 58. So he just kind of accepted the double fault. Didn't mind. That obviously put him off in the crowd as well. They're doing it on purpose. You can't do that in the crowd. Like try and just put some on. It's just terrible. That was out by a mile. That first serve. I reckon he could have some issues here in this game now. 15-30. Crowd just got on his nerves. I reckon he's in a double fault again. No, he doesn't. Fair play to him. And it goes long. So impressive stuff. Well done. Well done. Okay, it's a double break point from one Feast. Who says, who can stun Medvedev in the Australian Open? Dimitrov or Schwartzman? Who, sir? Please say. Schwartzman, definitely not. Schwartzman cannot. Schwartzman will get blown away from Medvedev. Like, Schwartzman might not even get that far enough to do it. Medvedev is definitely, for me, the favorite against Dimitrov, but can Dimitrov beat him? Yeah. I mean, Dimitrov's got the ability to, I think. He's got the minerals and the game to. What a backhand from Zverev down the line. Beautiful stuff from Alexander Zverev. It's 40-30, and he's got a match point here. And he's got a bagel point as well. It sounds so like... I sound like an idiot saying it, but yeah, it's true. Look, I mean, Dimitrov might beat Medvedev, but for me, Medvedev will win that. But you never know. Dimitrov can definitely do it. Match point here for Zverev. Huge serve out wide, and he does it. And he does it in a very professional fashion. 6-4, 6-4, 6-love. And the big German absolutely blitzed John Millman in that final set, 6-love. Couple of nice words at the net and a warm embrace between the two. And Zverev marches on to the next round. Alex says, will you cover other matches today? Yes, I will. What do you mean today? Do you mean... So there's no more matches on, as in on day 3, if you know what I mean. But later on, I will be doing some, is the plan. Let's see what else is on. What can we do tomorrow? Well, next day's play anyway. Kontaveit Tolson, I might do that just for lols because that's going to be a great match. Swiatek versus Peterson as well. Cornet Muguruza, why not? Might do that. One of those two. One of those 3. But I'm planning on doing Murray Daniel and Kyrgios Medvedev. Those are the 2 that I'm thinking of doing later on. Could do Raducanu versus Kovanic. Do I do Raducanu versus Kovanic though? Oh, that's at the same time as Kyrgios Medvedev. Oh, that's killing me. Why do they have it on at the same time? They've got Raducanu's match on at the same time as Kyrgios Medvedev. What the hell are they doing? Someone explain to me why they've done that. And which one should I cover? Oh, mate. Scam, one Feast, 3-0 up in the second set. Crazy. What will happen in the Australian Open final? Well, who do you think is going to be in the Australian Open final? I think is what Canal's saying. I'm going to say, I'll tell you what I want, and then I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. I think what's going to happen is I think it will probably be Zverev versus Medvedev in the final. What I want to happen is I would like to see Nadal in the final because I'm a Nadal fan. Why not? And Medvedev, because Medvedev, I think, is like, yeah, I mean, look, why not, right? Like, it's just great to see. Why not see that? And then Nadal, chance for 21st slam. Medvedev, chance for his second slam. Chance to beat another of the big 3. Like, it would be quite a good replay of the 2019 US Open final. I think it would be quite good. 6 bagel, yeah. So when will you watch? Will you watch the One Feast match, says Sakea? What's the score there? The problem is to try and then set up the stream from One Feast. Oh, it's just like it's not worth it. Let's see, what's the score at the moment? Where is he at? Oh, I mean, he's 6-1 on 4-love ups. Okay, he's done, right? He's that's over anyway. To be fair, that match. There's no point even doing the rest of it. But well, yeah, I mean, if he's got a good match, who's he playing? He's playing. What's playing? What's his face? Isn't he? Garin in the next round, which is fine. Right, Alex says Craig Tiley stuffed up again this time with scheduling matches. Oh, crazy, man. So I'm gonna ask in the community tab what you guys think, because honestly, like Kyrgios Medvedev is like the one that I really want to see, but I want to see Raducanu play because obviously Raducanu is playing really well. I could always do like a double header and do Raducanu versus Thing and watch both at the same time. Is that worth doing? I don't know. Let's see. Kuna says Nadal has the best chance ever to win Australian Open because Djokovic is not there. Federer is not there. Stan Wawrinka also not there. To be fair, Federer and Stan Wawrinka wouldn't be seen as favourites or like big contenders anyway for this Australian Open, given like injuries and just like age, etc. Djokovic, of course, yeah, that's a big plus for Nadal. But Medvedev and Zverev are the big, would be up there just behind Djokovic. So those guys are the biggest threat, I would say. And look, he's also going to have people like, for example, you know, even if he gets through that, I mean, Shapovalov might be in there in the mix as well. So a very, very tough matchup. Okay, so I hope you haven't jinxed it. I hope I haven't too. And apologies if I have. In terms of the rest of the day, I won't be doing. Obviously, it's only one feast is playing at the moment, so I won't be doing that. But I will be doing probably. I'm going to try and cover 3 matches tomorrow. I'm not working from tomorrow for a few weeks. I've got holidays and like time off, so yeah, I will be doing 3 matches. Definitely, we'll be trying to do the Murray match. Now it's just a case of will I do Raducanu versus her opponent or Kyrgios Medvedev or both, kind of like as a double header. But yeah, I will put it in the community tab, so do vote and let me know what you want me to do. So this is if Nadal wins the Australian Open this year, he'll join Djokovic as a winner of all Grand Slams more than once. Yeah, double. What's it called? Double career Grand Slam, which would be crazy. And it's funny that he's only won the Australian Open once, because he's won the US Open like 4 times. Was it 5 times? No, 4 times. Yeah, which is funny, right? Scared says Monfils, fun upselling for the second set now. Nice. Cool. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I do really appreciate it. It's great to have you all on. Hopefully we'll get some more people on. As always, you know, the streams fluctuate, is what it is, I guess. But please do make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really helps out. And also, I keep on forgetting to mention, but do click the notification bell, because that gets you alerted to all the new streams that we're doing. We will be doing a roundup of the day's play as well, which I'll probably record in about half an hour's time after Monfils' match is finished, or when it's appearing its conclusion. So keep an eye out for the roundup of the day's play as well. And then, as I said, we'll be doing multiple streams tomorrow. So I'll put that on the community tab once all confirmed, and also ask you guys about what you want in terms of the clash there as well. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much. And stay safe and well, of course, as well, because that's what we want.